Hello, YouTube, and today, you notice I have much better sound quality than the last video. I finally got a headset, yay. But anyway, today, I will be pretty much showcasing this thing I came up with. It's been around for a while, about a year actually. It's called, no, before I start, this is a Redstone tutorial on how to build something. Pretty much, this actually was come up with a year ago. It's called wireless redstone. Pretty much, you press the input and it activates the output with no wires in between. Now, most wireless redstone is either like a T flip flop. I'll show a circuit video about that another time. Or it's like this. It's only on for a certain time. The flaw about that is that it's only on for a certain time for the switch for the lever too. What I did is I made it so pretty much, yeah, it will stay on as long as the input is powered. Which is pretty much amazing compared to all the other ones I've seen. I have pretty much never seen one like this. Okay, before I do the tutorial, I'll go over the dimensions. These are the dimensions of the input are 2 by 2 because of these redstone by 3. 2 by 2 by 3. Now this is actually just an interface, not the actual input. The input is on this redstone line just that runs across right here. Even if you have one input, it'll be on one of these parts. It has to be, or else this won't work. Well, actually, you could do it differently, but this is the way to do it with 2 or more. I'll show you how to do it with just 1 later. But anyway, then the output, it's also pretty small. The reason I had to have a kind of a big clock like this is it needs to be a really fast clock. So this is very, very up to date. So, and the dimensions over here are 3 by 3 by 3, pretty much, yeah. What you'll need is 1 block of redstone, 2 comparators, 3, okay, at least 4 redstone. 4 redstone if it's at least 4 redstone. In my example, I have 5 right now, though. You'll need 3 command blocks, 8 building blocks. You'll need 8 building blocks. Oh, there it is. Okay. You'll need 8 building blocks. I like using the secret slab. And you'll need 1 torch and 1 repeater. And then something to put in the input. I'll just get both of these. And let's start. So, let's start by making the input. Okay, I'll do a lever. Okay. So this is how to do it with 1 input. What you do is you make your interface, place the lever on a block behind the block. This block has to be 1 up, by the way, and then place a block right here. Behind the block, place a repeater and a redstone torch. Then place a command block right here and here. There you go. You've got this circuit done. Now we'll configure the command blocks later. Then comes the output. To do the output, you pretty much build to where you need to. And then you I'll just place the comparator right here. This comparator will be your output. And then in front of it and back of it, you'll need this command block. Oh, I need one thing. I gotta go grab a lamp just to show that it works. And pretty much this comparator will lead into your output. Since it's a really big signal strength, you don't need a I don't think you need a red. Actually, you wouldn't need a redstone repeater. Yeah. Well, anyway, to put in the clock, I did the most compact and the most compact fast clock I could do. And to do that, what you need to do is you put a blocker. You hold Shift and Space to like float in the air, but still be able to do this. You place a block right there, a block right there, and then a block right there and there. Delete this block, and put redstone like this. Wait, wait, no, 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 no. This block goes right here, and then this block goes right here because it's the corner. Then you place a comparator on subtraction mode. Place some redstone right here. You shift click to do this one. And then finally, you just place the redstone block. And your circuitry for both of it is all done. I'm actually just going to make a version with 2 inputs right now. And I'll just show you how to make a version with 2 inputs. With 2 or more inputs. Because to have more than 2 inputs, you just put in more. You pretty much just run the line pretty much just longer right here. No other changes. 2 more. Actually, I'll do 3 to show that it works this way. Then pretty much you do this, and you act like it was 2 on this part. You place a torch right there, and a repeater right there, and then 2 command blocks. Now we'll just put both of these into the output to make it easy. I'm just doing this to show that it can do more than... This is the 2 or more inputs version. Let's do it. Let's do this. And this is the single input version. I do the single input version different because it is... Oh, yeah. You need redstone right here. Forgot. Okay. Because it's smaller. But anyway, to configure these, what you need to do is you first need to type slash, and you need to make your scoreboard name. I'm going to do wire for this example. And to do that, you type in scoreboard, objectives, add, pretty much the name that you want, and then dummy. It needs to be dummy. It has to be. And then pretty much the name of what you want it again. And it says, if it's correct, it should say add new objective, the name, successfully. And then to configure the command blocks, the command block with the repeater going into it, for that one, what you do is you say scoreboard players set at all. It has to be at A. And then the name of what you want of your scoreboard, and then 1. But if you want to do like multiple ones on this, you could do 2, 3, 4. Yeah, pretty much, yeah. And then I'll do the same over here. Scoreboard, board, not bode. Players set at all. No, what was that? I forgot for a second. What was it? Scoreboard players set at all. Oh yeah. No, wire 1. And then for the one connected to the torch, you put scoreboard players. Well, pretty much actually you type the same thing except instead of 1 or pretty much any number, 0. Has to be 0 no matter what. Scoreboard players set at all wire 0. Let me do it over here. Scoreboard players set at all wire 0. Okay, there we go. Your input is configured. Now for your output, you only have one command block. It's really easy. What you do is you say tests for at all, and then this sign, like the blocky version. I forgot what it was called. Not this, not this, this. It's like the really blocky version with no with no like one of the with no curves, just the blocky version. You have to type score this sign, it's pretty much the shift on the minus. The name of your scoreboard equals 1, comma, the name again, the name of your scoreboard. No, score. The name of your scoreboard, min, equals 1. This is so you can put multiple ones on the same scoreboard. Multiple wireless on the same scoreboard. And that should do it. Your command blocks are completely configured. And if I do it, I should... Yes. And yes. And as you can see, all these inputs work. Wait, let me look. Did I do it correct? Yeah, it just didn't show, sorry. It didn't update. And then this. Oh, lag. There you go. And this. Yeah. The cool thing about this is it only has, well, both the repeater and the torch have one ticket delay, so it doesn't really matter. It only has 1.5 ticks of delay between it. Right, let me test one thing. How powerful is this? Let me just see. I forgot how powerful the redstone would be. Yeah, you'd need a repeater if it goes kind of far. If it goes kind of far, then yeah, you'd need a repeater. You definitely need a repeater, because it's only 1. Yeah. And for the next part of it, now for this part of the video, I'll explain. You don't have to watch this, but if you want to know how I went through this and figured out how it works, I'll tell you how it works. What it does is, when this input is on, this redstone gets powered, and it turns off this torch, and then sends this turn off torch is very important for turning it off. This will send a signal to the repeater because it can send signals through the block, and it'll go into this and set the score for the scoreboard to 1. What happens is over here there's this clock that keeps on activating this command block, and is testing for all players having this score. Well, yeah. It deletes it for some reason. For me, I don't know why, but it still works. It still works. It'll do that sometimes. It'll check for that exact score, and if that exists, the command will be successful. If a command is successful, a command block will send a signal through a repeater, which is why this repeater will turn on. Now, when you turn this off, this torch will turn back on, activating this command block, which sets the score on the same scoreboard to 0. And since this one is checking to 1, it is not 1 anymore. And since this is a clock, it is not successful. So the comparator turns off. Pretty much that's how it works. Works the same for this. Except for this, I need extra blocks for it to work. Yeah. Pretty much, yeah. That is how to build my version of the wireless redstone circuit. Thank you guys for watching. Leave a be sure to leave some comments and subscribe. Also, leave some comments if you have any questions. Subscribe, like this video. It really helps. And subscribe to become one with the future. And Also, if you have any ideas for an intro and outro or new picture, mm, make sure to leave them in the comments below. And I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.